Hello everybody, we've already talked in a previous video a bit about problem solution essays in general, but I wanted to get a little bit more specific. Right here we're in the Writing Workshop Problem Solution Essay. This is a PDF sample from a textbook. It gives a little bit of an overview of problem solution essays, and then it gives us an example of a problem solution essay written about the Articles of Confederation. This is for a U.S. history class. Alright, so read the following model of the problem solution essay. Notice how it includes the characteristics that you have learned about. Alright, the title is The Articles of Confederation, Problems and Solutions. In November 1777, the Continental Congress approved the first American Constitution, the Articles of Confederation. Soon after the Articles were ratified by the states in 1781, problems arose. So first they start off by giving us a bit of background information. What are we talking about? The Articles of Confederation. Why are we talking about it? Because there were problems. Then we get to our thesis. What was the problem? One of the most serious of these problems was that the Articles of Confederation left the new nation too weak. It allowed for no central authority besides Congress. So they identify their main idea. Now, what they fail to do here, that you guys will do, is to then include the forecast the body points. They should have said it allowed for no central authority besides Congress, and was corrected by, or could have been corrected by, yada yada yada. Give some kind of forecast of what we're going to be proposing here. The next paragraph goes into greater detail. Give them more of a history of the problem. The Articles of Confederation created a loose alliance of 13 independent states. No state wanted to give up its power to a strong central government, even Congress had little power. For example, Congress could pass a law, but 9 states had to approve the law before it went into effect. Congress had no power to tax the states, so the nation could not pay its war debts. And then the next paragraph, each paragraph describes possible solutions and discusses their pros and cons. So once you identify the problem and you clearly establish the main components of it. Now, what they don't do that you will do, you'll talk about not just the problem itself, not just how it arose, but if anyone is benefiting from the problem. Some problems are caused deliberately, others accidentally. Is anyone specifically affected by the problem? Is there one population maybe that's affected more than others? So then moving on. Recognizing that many problems existed with the Articles of Confederation, the Continental Congress met again in 1787. There were a number of solutions they could have considered. First, Congress could have changed the Articles so that the Congress would elect a new central authority each year. Second, Congress could give itself more power. These solutions might solve some of the nation's problems, but not all. Finally, Congress could get rid of the Articles and create an entirely new plan of government. The delegates saw this as the best solution, but one that would take a great deal of work. So that is their clear concluding sentence, giving us kind of the tying back to the thesis. What are we getting out of this? That this was the best solution, better than the other ones. The analytical tone presents this information fairly using straightforward language. So it's not saying, oh, the other ideas were horrible, but that this one's better. Now, what you guys would be doing, again that they didn't, would be to back up your information, back up your statements here with sources, with examples. This draft is much more like a rough draft, where most cases that's where you have not yet plugged in all of your backup information, your secondary information. Moving into the conclusion. First of all, they restate the thesis. It should summarize every conclusion, restates the problem, restates the focus, summarizes body points, and then basically tells the reader why they should care, or in this case, how they can become a part of the solution. Most of the delegates to what became known as the Constitutional Convention recognized that the Articles of Confederation had serious weaknesses. Their decision to formulate a new plan of government was a bold one. Nevertheless, it proved to be the best solution. The delegates created a new and lasting form of government for the United States. Now, they do not really give a final thought in the sense of how can you be a part of the solution, but that kind of makes sense considering that this is a historical problem. The problem has been solved. There's really nothing that we need to do.